Hi, how are you today? Today has been a crazy busy day. Cat butt. So, sorry about that. What do I want to own? What is the timeline for this dream? The quote is, I dream it, work hard, I grind it, I own it. So, okay, let's see. Got the mama kitty with me. She'll probably go back and forth and be all over. Sorry, I'm quiet because of what came out. I'm not sure exactly what it means. Okay. So the first card that came out is the Death card. And the Death card is letting go of old patterns, behaviors, taking risks. It's fear is preventing you from your freedoms. Embrace your croning years and step into your wisdom. A death changes your outlook. I have been tongue-tied all day, so hopefully I can get through this without having issues. Okay, let's see what else. Okay. So I wish I got these a little sooner when the Death came out, and it kind of like rocked me a little bit and knowing what was actually there. But we have the Death card. We have rebirth. We're getting rid of old behaviors. We are coming into the new you. Ancestors' remembrance. You are coming into the knowledge that you had from your previous lives. I feel like I kind of say this a lot lately. Like, we have this wisdom that is coming to us, and just I'm smiling with this. This is like a good thing. This is good juju. Okay. So, what do I want to own? What's the timeline for this dream? You death to your old self and coming into your new self. Remembering who you were. You are coming into the new being of yourself. So So I kind of like this card came out. And this is like your uniqueness. But like this right here, this 47 is special to me because I have figured out, like, my first name is Sarah in Gematria, which is where you take the alphabet and every position that every letter sits in has a number value. A is 1, B is 2, as you go on. My name's Sarah, S-A-R-A-H. In Gematria, my number is 47. So this has like a little meaning to me. Like, I think like Spirit wants people to like look further into your numbers, see if there is they're saying that they send you numbers, and some of the numbers they may be sending to you just like they send to me all the time. I see 47 all the time, all over the place, wherever I go, and they might be just trying to get your attention. So Spirit's like, do the work, figure out your numbers, add that all together, and see if they were just trying to get your attention with some of these numbers. But just like I said, like, we have the death to our old self, we have the rebirth of ourselves, we have the remembrance of our past and coming into that knowledge. And they're saying you're unique. You, like, there is no one else like you. There's no one else like you. You have certain abilities that other people don't have, and other people have certain abilities that you don't have. We are all unique, even though we're all the same. It's pretty awesome. Okay, let's see what else. Nothing yet. They're all down. It's coming though. They said they want. There it is. You are coming in to who you were supposed to be this entire time. You are, just like they said, you are unique. You are special. There is no one like you. But in the same aspect, like, Spirit wants you to come into you. They want you to come into your leadership energy. They want you to be able to stand on your own 2 feet. It's extremely important. Extremely important. Let's see. So Okay. Spirit's saying the way you are sitting right now, you have been stuck in this boredom. You know that there's more to your life, but you just haven't been able to attain it. You haven't figured out what else life's purpose that you have. You want to know, but you just haven't been pushed in the right directions, or you haven't been aware enough to see exactly what Spirit has been trying to show you. Because they're like, it is time for you to transition into the person you are supposed to be. It is time to release the powers that you have. Just like I said, there is no one like you. You are unique. You have this ability that you are going to just wow. You're going to wow yourself. You're going to wow the people around you. But in the same, like, Spirit's like, it's time to change. It's time to experience this. It's time to step into the things that you are not comfortable in. Like, whether that is searching further into certain gadgets, like electronics, whether it is straight up like your mental abilities. Just like I said, everyone has the same connection to Spirit as I have. Everyone has that psychic ability. Everyone's, what's the word I'm looking for? Everyone's abilities are different, even though we are all the same. It's just like when you go to school. Some people are better readers. Some people are better channelers. Some people have telekinesis and it's just dormant right now. Some people don't have telekinesis, but they can manipulate like weather and energy around them. Some people are through and through like crazy, like empaths. And I'm one of those. I can watch someone on a screen, and even though they're not in front of me, I can 100% absorb their energies. And there's this woman I watch. She reads cards. She's amazing. But I can only watch so much of her, even though I like watching her, because she's a smoker. And before she goes for her vape, I feel that like anxiety, like needing to smoke in my chest, which gives like mental like things for me, because I'm like, I smoked a long time ago when I was a kid. I haven't smoked in 15 years plus, over that. 16 years, maybe longer than that. And yeah, I feel like it's yesterday. Like I feel her through, just like I'm talking to you, like I feel it. And we all have different abilities. And the abilities that are going to come into fruition that we have, it's going to blow people's minds. It's just what it is. Spirit made it for us for a reason. Because we are spiritual badasses, and it's just what it is. Spirit has said that we have been overindulging. We are overindulging in the negative. And it is time to grow. It is time to expand. And it is time to move out of that. And I'm a prime example. Over the past 4 days have been horrible. I cried. I put an animal down that I broke his sack. Like, my dog gave birth to him. Like, I raised him, and I felt the emotions. When the emotions come, I acknowledge them, I feel them, I don't linger in them. So instead, I have been talking to my family and talking to my husband, and instead of going into the sadness, all we talk about is how happy he made us while he was here. How he was a little spicy meatball and he tried to bite me at least once a day. Like, how he had one eye and he ran around my house and he was the funniest thing in the world because he would tilt his head sideways because he had one eye. He was born with this little tiny winky eye, and he had a normal eye that he could see out of. And he would tilt his head sideways so this eye was completely gone, so he ran at you like a cyclops. Like, we just laugh about how wonderful he was and how funny he was, instead of sitting in the sadness that he's gone. Because in all honesty, he's in a way better place than this place. It's just to be honest. And I know that when I eventually cross over, he's going to be there. And hopefully he won't want to bite me. So, back to the cards. Sorry, I get distracted. It's a little ADHD. Spirit's saying that these abilities that you have coming towards you, just like I said, you are special, you are unique. Like, the world needs you and your abilities, and it needs what you are going to do for the world. Because Spirit, like, they have been drilling this lately, that there is a, like, how often have we heard there's a storm coming? There's a storm coming. They keep saying it, there's a storm coming. And just like I said, I don't physically know if it's a natural event or if it's something else. But, like, personally, I feel like it's a natural event or it's some type of event. And yeah, they won't tell me. They're very vague. But they want you to stay calm when this happens. They want you to stay calm. You have special abilities. And they're like, don't get lost in the sadness. There's going to be sadness. But you have these abilities and you are going to help so many people that they, like, experience it and find the way to move on. Let's put this down. So Spirit's saying that right now you've been clinging on to the past and living in stress. And that alone has been blocking the happiness, the celebration that you have coming to you. You need to, they're like, you need to find a way to find a balance. And trust me, I did not get to where I was, like to where I am right now by, it wasn't easy. It didn't come easy. It came from me. Alright, so freaking flies. I have a farm, which you can tell. I just had a fly dive bomb my head. Every time you open the door, they try to run in to get to the AC. So I just got attacked by a fly. But me having a farm has hardened me in a sense, because I have these animals that I take care of all the time. And sometimes they don't survive. Sometimes there's things that take them. I have rabbits. I have maybe about 10 or 11 rabbits right now, and they're not small rabbits. They're like the huge meat rabbits, like 13 pounds, maybe a little bit bigger. And I have tons. I have a farm. I have a farm in Taunton. So I have a ton of chickens. I'm not going to put a number on it because you guys are going to call me a hoarder. But this girl's prepared. If something happens, I have food sources on my property. I'm prepared. So it doesn't help me because I don't eat stuff that has a heartbeat. So, but in saying that, I can feed my kids. I'm prepared. But having all these animals and having issues where maybe a chicken gets egg bound, they pass away. I've had chickens maybe for 3 years now. I have incubated my own eggs, grown my own babies, just like I said. I've had at one point about 17 roosters, which you only need a couple of roosters, so they end up food. But just like I said, I have hardened over time. And I know that everything has a purpose. So, which is a tough lesson. It's a tough lesson to have loss. And especially where I had to get rid of animals. Like, I don't buy a chicken from the store. We get it from the backyard. It's just what it is. It doesn't change. Like, I'm not paying a store. But the moral of the story is that I have got to the point where I can 100% from baby, from the egg, grow my own food on my property. And even though I don't eat it because I'm vegan, like, I still process meat. So I've definitely hardened myself through that process. But I love it because I go outside, I check my chicken coop, and I can walk around with 24, 25 eggs in one day. So I give more eggs away than my family eats. And it's just one of those things, especially in this point in time where everything is so expensive. But let's get back into, like, I'm just hardened. I'm hardened. And it doesn't make me bad. So, to bring it back, we have been living in the past and with stresses. We have been stuck in the same vibrational loop, which is blocking our celebrations, the good things that we have coming. And in saying so, let's pull a couple more cards and see where it goes, because we all know that we're spiritual badasses. We all know that we have these abilities. We are in the process of ascension. We're going through a death of our old self, coming into our new self. We are remembering who we were. We're remembering what we can do. We are individuals. We are unique. Good Lord. Back up there. So, Spirit's saying that, just like I said, clinging to the past, living in stress. Spirit's like, you're living with financial difficulties. That you have had problems with the Knight of Swords. Like, you have had problems where you have had emotional roller coasters going on in your life. You have came to the point where you're like a kettle waiting to frickin' steam. You are like, they're like aggressive, like even overly aggressive. Like, you've had so much stress and so much anxiety that they're saying that you right now, how you are, have been living in a state of kind of like attack mode. Like, stuff isn't going my way. Like, I'm struggling. Why do I have to work so hard and have nothing? Like, what do you, like, and just that, like, banter where someone could say something to you and completely, like, you snap. Instead of sitting back, absorbing. And I'm not saying it's easy, because we all have those moments. Just like I said, emotions are a circle. To keep it balanced, we experience it and we come back, but we do not linger in it. And right now, like, Spirit's like, you have even, they're like, this is the King of Swords, and when it's in reverse, he's fickle. He is kind of like a gossiper. Like, it's not.
There's no more rabbit food in that bucket.
I'll get it later.
Okay.
It represents like wounds that you're carrying. It represents living in pretty much living with kind of like that, what's the word I'm looking for? Living with that kind of like, sorry, I'm just looking for one word to like explain it all, but who knows if I'll find it. You're living with kind of like that Jekyll on, it's the only way I can describe it, like a Jekyll on your shoulder that is like, I have this person that is against me, like the gossip, like it's not right. Like, how do I, just like they said, like you are wounded, but you've also been taught how to like stay in this low vibration. I'm trying to like, they're like, pull another card. We'll pull another card because apparently yeah, I guess this is, I guess this is the way to go. Like the bottom of the deck, we'll look at the bottom of the deck to see like what they're trying to say, and they like 100% made it so it's a little bit more understandable, because I just could not come up with it on my own. Like the gossiping, like living in that low energy, and it's like the moon upside down. It's like allowing other influences to pressure you into this atmosphere. It is keeping you in this feeling trapped. It is like it's psychological, it's anxiety, it's kind of terrorizing you by living in this mindset all the time. Just like they said, it's like clinging to the past. It's kind of like being stuck in the past. You're stuck with this mindset, and the Fool in reverse, they're like, it is time for you to take action. It is time for you to do the work necessary, but you need to do it when it's appropriate. You need to see these emotions. You need to see what triggers these emotions. But when it's time, because we came in reverse, if we were upside down, it'd be like, yep, take the leap of faith. But they're like, right now, sitting it, linger, watch it, see what's triggering it, and make the changes to your life to feel secure. Nine of Pentacles, you need to feel secure. But just like they said, like it's you gotta work through your demons, which is one of the hardest things to do. And Spirit is 100%, like they are ready to give you this amazing opportunity that you deserve. 110% you deserve it. But there's a lot of work to be done before you can have it. And yeah, you need to pull yourself out of the stress. You need to stop obsessing about it. If you don't have the money for something, it's okay. It's okay. If you need to cancel your Comcast bill and swap to some type of streaming TV so you save a ton of money, it's okay. If you need to adjust and change your insurance company so you can save more money, it's okay. But just like they said, you need to sit back, watch, see what works for you, and then move forward. Do not jump into the first thing. Like one of those, proceed with caution. These flies are after me. They're driving me insane. And in saying that, I'm going to start closing this out because I have to go kill a fly that apparently one of my kids let into the house. So, in saying that, do your shadow work. Find out the gematria if you have time. Just take a piece of paper, write it out. Write the numbers 1 through 26 above it. Write your name out. Write the numbers that go along, coincide. Find it out. Because Spirit talks to you in many ways, and it's time for you to do the investigating to figuring it out. You see that number on the clock, whatever you're thinking in that point of time, 100% investigate it. Think about what you were thinking about when you saw that number. Look it up, see what that number means. It's time to put in the footwork. It is time to decipher what Spirit is trying to tell you. Because Spirit is going to give you an amazing opportunity. But you need to decipher when that timeline for that opportunity is going to come. So, in saying that, I hope everyone is having a great day, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.